Yes, student. Here we are to learn poem number 4, The Road Not Taken. This poem is written by Robert Frost. So, if I make you understand or if I make you aware of the poet, who is here poet? Poet is Robert Frost. He is an American poet. He is a most naturalist poet. I mean, he loved most nature most in his life. He tried to write all those poems on the nature, and there we at least feel the natures of beauty is to see, not destroy. That nature is the book to read. That is Rabindranath Tagore's word. Nature is the book to read. But Robert Frost, whenever he say that the road not taken, that is simply based on poem that relevant in his in one's life, that is human being's life. In fact, in this poem it says about human choice. Being human, we have to make at important moment of our lives, and we have to make choice of particular things at important moment of our life. And this title itself symbolic has a symbolic meaning. And what is that? A path or road stands for a choice in life. Means in life, at a particular moment we come across with a particular uh, decision where we have to decide forever the rest of life, that may be useful or meaningful, that we have to make a correct choice in our life. That is a career or a decision. We have to make a decision for our career. What here poet says, he came across two paths in this poem, and that means it was an important stage of his life, and he knew that he had to decide to take one, as he was just one traveler and he couldn't have taken both of the road at one time. Even if he wanted to, so he had to make a choice. With his example, through this poem, the poet wanted to say, in everyone's life, there the time comes where one has to make a particular decision, and regarding his career, regarding his choice, regarding his life partner. There are so many areas to make a right choice or right decision. Thus, poet himself, being a traveler, when and as and when he came across with a two road, he being a one traveler, he could not take both the road at a time. Thus, he had to make a right choice for his traveling. He here in this poem he choose the second one. Why he choose the second one road? Because it was a less travel, on which was grass, and that road was grassy and wanted wear. That means not used properly. Many a time the whole road was covered with grass. It shows that that road was not used in a more way. Few people took that road, and here he took the same road which one was less travel. Why he kept the other path for another time? Because his decision was influenced by his mind, which wanted him so achieve his dreams and goal. Actually, he took the uh, other road and he kept the another for a next day, because he wanted to achieve something in his life. He wanted to realize the goal of life, and where few people go, that means travel on the same road. Hardly people go on that road and achieve the life goal. Actually, poet made the right choice of his road. Thus he wanted to, because he wanted to differ from the society people, and he could achieve his right goal in life. Thus he took that road. So actually, he didn't mind facing a obstacle and difficulty on that road. He was mentally prepared, because he knew very well the road that he was choosing was not more traveled. So there might be problem, traveling on that road. It means sometimes we have to make a right career choice, and we are not fully aware of the difficulty come in the way. But once we made our mind, and then when we choose the same career, that means slowly, gradually we become mentally prepared to face every kind of difficulty that may come on that way. Here poet also made the choice of the another road. Though he knew very well it was a less travel, there would be many difficulty, but he was mentally prepared that he would be ready to face every kind of difficulty if they come on the way. Thus, by his right choice, uh, year ending, I mean, he could prove himself being very successful person in his life. Thus, if we altogether we what do we learn from this poem? If we make a right choice in life, that means different from the other, usually not chosen by the common people. If we want to differ in the society, then we can succeed ourselves in the life by making a rare choice that is not made by the common people. So altogether, what is this poem wanted to say is this only. Now let us read poem stanza and try to understand what does it say. See here. Two road diverge in a yellow wood, and sorry I could not travel both, and be one traveler. Long I stood and looked down, one as far as I could, to there it bent, to where it bent in the undergrowth. Here, poet himself being a one traveler, when he came near the edge of the wood, there he found two road diverge in a yellow wood. Yellow wood means a yellow trees, American trees, they bear the yellow flowers. That's why that forest seems to be yellow wood. And being one traveler, he could not take both the road at the time. That's why he stood there and tried to look far from the distance, far at distance from his point, where those road diverge in different direction in the deep in the undergrowth. That means in the yellow wood. Then took the other as just as fair. Here, poet took one road for himself. He considered that road being fair, and having perhaps the better claim. Here, poet made his mind, when he chose this road, that he thought of himself. Let the road, let the way, let the career be differ from other people. He was not sure by the time taking that road he would get succeed or not, but he simply say that the road and the road choice made by him is perfectly fit for him, because it was grassy and wanted wear. Here we can understand the poet choice. Why did he took that road which one was grassy and wanted wear? That means it was a less traveled by general people. So being a one traveler, he could take only one road, and there he took the road which was less traveled by the people, because hardly people go on that road. That is why it was full of grass. Though as for that passing there had worn them easily about the same. he could understand if he would take that less grassy road, he would have to tried hard and hard. He would have to face more and more difficulty if he traveled the same less grassy road. Now let's move to next paragraph. And both that morning equally lay. Very first day he could not travel. He simply came, stood, stared at both the road and tried to make a right choice. He decided himself to take the road which one was grassy, and he went back. He came the next day. There he saw the same road were diverging into undergrowth, and both were laying in different direction equally. In leaves, no step, trodden black. When he came back next day, there also he found that less grassy road was covered with leaves, and no leaves was trampled or trodden under the feet of the traveler. As usual, they were lying on the road. That there he could understand that road is hardly taken by any traveler. It was as usual as he had seen the day before. And oh, I kept the first for another day. Yes, yes, yet knowing how way leads on a way, I doubted it. I should never come back. When he came the next day, and when he chose the less traveled road, he could understand all those claims. He could understand all those reasons why people did not take that road, but why he had chosen that road. So it means he was mentally prepared. He mentally prepared to face every kind of difficulty that may come on the way, and thus he wanted to differ himself from the rest of the people. That is why he took the another road, and he kept the first road for another day. That means the same day he did not travel the first road, but he took the other road. I shall be telling this with a sigh. Here poet says himself why he had taken the another road. Actually, he did not grieve for his right choice, and he could say the same thing with a sigh, that means despair, but he didn't tell. And what he did so, you see, some somewhere age, somewhere ages and ages hand somewhere ages and ages hence I took the one less travel by, and that has made all the difference. And thus, by taking the less traveled road, he claimed better way that he had taken that road, and he could make his right choice by the time, and he became a very famous poet in his life. Thus, he wanted to say through this poem simply, whenever there is a right time come to make a right choice, we have to go for right choice, thinking all sides of those career and aspect. If there will be difficulty, we should not retreat oneself and go ahead and ahead. And thus, to get succeed in life, we have to make a hard choice, and to differ from the rest common people, we have to make the right choice. May it be very hard or difficult in the coming day, but we should not retreat at all from once we make the decision in our life. Thank you. Good day.